The Shadow Scroll of Hattori Hanzo. Snow-laden trees sway above a silent Kyoto temple. A hidden compartment snaps open, revealing an empty niche. Inside should rest the most feared ninja manual in Japanese. History, the Shadow Scroll of Hattori. Hanzo boot. It is gone. How does a 400-year-old document vanish without a trace? And why do whispers place it everywhere, from the Vatican archives to a Yakuza vault? Stay with me, because tonight, we track a deadly manuscript that could rewrite every legend you know about the ninja. Chapter 1, The Phantom of Iga. Hattori Hanzo shinobi general, bodyguard to Tokugawa Ieyasu and the man Europeans later called the Japanese Houdini. Born in the rugged mountains of Iga in 1542, he trained as a child in silent movement, swordplay, and herbal poisons. By 20, he commanded a corps of Iga covert warriors. The Tokugawa clan credited his night raids with shifting the tide of battles. Legend claims he wrote a single scroll detailing silent kill, tactics, and psychological warfare techniques, so lethal Tokugawa ordered it sealed forever. Chapter 2, The Siege and the Scroll. 1580, Tokugawa Ieyasu is trapped by rival samurai. Inside Sekai Port, Hanzo leads 200 ninja through sewage tunnels, torching enemy ships and escorting Ieyasu to safety. In gratitude, Ieyasu gifts Hanzo a gold-inlaid spear and a lacquered chest for the secret manual. Rumor says the chest was branded with 3 tomoe, spirals the same Triskelion that would be scratched onto walls in every castle Hanzo infiltrated. Is the symbol a directional code, or an ominous warning trespass, and you spiral into death? Chapter 3, Vanishing Act at Edo Castle. After the Battle of Sekigahara unifies Japan, Hanzo becomes captain of Edo Castle's Ninja Guard. One midnight inspection, the chest that holds the Shadow Scroll is found. Broken yet, the lock is intact. Only a single pine needle lies inside. Tokugawa's cryptographers interpret it as the shinobi proverb. A needle in the dark decides the fate of kings. The chest is resealed, the manual is presumed shifted to a more secure vault. But no ledger records such a transfer. Chapter 4, The Jesuit Connection. 1769, Lisbon. Archivist Father Duarte writes of a most curious parchment of Eastern war devils, gifted to the society by a merchant of Nagasaki. The parchment describes smoke bombs, grappling claws, and a talisman inked in blood, repelling death. Was the Shadow Scroll smuggled to Europe by Portuguese traders expelled from Japan? 2 years later, Duarte dies of poisoning his diary, vanishes from Jesuit holdings. Open loop number 1 does. The Vatican still guard a ninja playbook in its forbidden stacks. Chapter 5, The Missing Spear. Hanzo's gold spear, once displayed at Zojoji Temple, disappears during the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923. Looters claim they saw men in military uniforms, moving relic crates for safekeeping. Decades later, an American GI auctions a spear tip in Los Angeles marked with 3 scratch spirals. Smithsonian metallurgists confirm Momoyamera craftsmanship, but the artifact is seized by private collectors before carbon dating. If the spear traveled overseas, could the Shadow Scroll have followed the same black market route? Chapter 6, Post-War Tokyo Blackout. 1947, as occupation troops overhaul Edo Castle, now the Imperial Palace, workers uncover a secret crawl space near the old ninja barracks. Inside a lacquered box with shattered hinges identical size to Tokugawa's original chest, American intelligence officer Captain Becker cables. Washington recovered container shows no contents. Strong odor of pine pitch. Symbol triple spiral. 2 days later, that cable is reclassified top secret. Becker dies in a Jeep crash the week after. Open loop number 2 did. Allied intelligence secure the manual to reverse engineer covert ops. Chapter 7, The Yakuza Ledger. Fast forward to 1986. Tokyo Metropolitan Police raid a Yakuza safe house in Roppongi. Among cash and firearms, they catalog an ink-stained notebook. Pages list auction prices for Hanzo. No Kage Makimono Hanzo's Shadow Scroll, starting bid 3 million yen. The notebook vanishes from police evidence, and all photographs are inexplicably fogged. Insiders whisper a crime patriarch. Purchase the scroll to train assassination squads in silent blade techniques. If so, where is it now, and why has no buyer reproduced its secrets publicly? Chapter 8, Modern Echoes 2011 Fukushima Surveillance. A freelance journalist intercepts decontamination zone drone footage near the abandoned Shimotsuke shrine. Thermal imaging shows a rectangular heat signature buried under a cedar tree, exactly the dimensions of a samurai scroll chest. Radiation teams excavate the spot, but video abruptly cuts as an unmarked helicopter hovers overhead. Government spokespeople call it routine security. The journalist's laptop is stolen, only a single frame survives cedar roots, wrapping a black lacquer box with faint spiral carvings. Chapter 9-4, Theories in the Dark. 1. The Vatican Vault Theory, preserved under Codex number Draco Trioculus, awaiting translation by Black Robe archivists. 2. The CIA Shadow Ops Theory, captured post-WY to enhance clandestine warfare manuals, then buried in Langley archives. 3. The Yakuza Ledger Theory in a climate-controlled vault under Tokyo Bay, traded as underworld currency. 4. The Hanzo Lineage Theory, descendants guard the scroll, releasing clues to mislead treasure hunters, while the real manual lies inside a Buddhist statue in Aiga. Chapter 10, a new lead Hanzo's bloodline. Genealogists trace a living lineal descendant, Hattori Ren, an Osaka antique dealer. She denies owning the scroll, but reveals a family proverb, Ying Ha Fun Yin Yirawazu, the shadow never resists the wind. She claims the proverb hides coordinates within classical Waka poetry. We decode the poem latitude points to Mount Takao. Drone scans find an unnatural cavity in a cliff, a perfect rectangle the size of the lost chest. Epilogue. Next episode, we rappel into that cliff to see whether a samurai's deadliest secrets still breathe in the dark. What do you believe? Does Hanzo's Shadow Scroll exist? Or has it been weaponized by forces unknown? Subscribe, hit the bell. And remember, history's sharpest blades aren't always made of steel.